Before this year, I had a different vision on how I thought 2025 was gonna go. This year surprised me, humbled me quite a bit, and it changed the way how I view myself. So today we're gonna do a deep dive into 2025, not the highlight reel, but the lessons, the growth, and the moments that changed my life. So this video isn't about productivity, it isn't about any accomplishments I've really made throughout the year. It's more of a reflection, how this year changed me, how it shaped me, and what I'm gonna be bringing with me to the new chapter of my life. So who was I in 2025? At the very beginning of 2025, I was determined to change my life around, which I did, just not in the way that I visioned it. So what was I chasing in 2025? I was chasing health, I was chasing wealth, and I was chasing mental well-being. I really wanted to focus more on just feeling better physically, mentally. Throughout my life, I haven't had the best record with eating healthy and exercising and all that. Like, I've always been an active person, but I can do better, especially now since I work mostly like at a desk job. I could be doing better. At the beginning of 2025, I wanted to prove that I could do it all. I could exercise, I could do meditation, I could do my work, I could do networking events, I could hang out with my friends, I could have a clean house, I could eat healthy, I could do all of that every day, all at the same time. And it didn't really work out that way. I did improve on a lot of things. However, I quickly realized that maybe I don't even want to have it all, or at least I don't need to have it all every single day. So I had a few moments that changed me this year. One of them was definitely getting married. I'm changing who I am, my identity. I didn't change my name, but you're changing a lot of things about you. You are committing to someone, and previously I was committed to just myself. Okay, what did 2025 teach me about myself? One of the patterns that I recognize in 2025 is that I would go full at it, hardcore. I'm gonna do this every single day. It's gonna be awesome, and I'll do that. And I will do that for maybe a month or two, and then I'll fall back a little bit. And then I won't do anything for like a month or two. And then I'll go back and full go, let's go, rah rah. And yeah, so that's something that I definitely really noticed about myself. Okay, so where did I grow this year? This year, I definitely think that my speaking has improved. If you guys don't know, I was born with like, I don't know, I had like a stutter. I didn't really talk as a kid. I went through speech therapy through years, like half of my life I was in speech therapy. So just talking to other people, talking at all, public speaking, it's all something that I usually try to stay away from. But this year I've been forcing myself to go to events that I have to speak. Like, I went to a book club and we had to talk about a book, and it's not necessarily like me speaking in front of so many people, but I feel like I really improved how I talk, how much I talk, but more importantly, my volume. Since sometimes when I do talk, I do mutter a little bit. I'm just not used to talking out loud. So yeah, so I feel like I definitely improved my speaking skills. Okay, there are some things that I stopped tolerating in 2025 as well. I stopped tolerating hanging out with people who I didn't feel aligned with. I want to be friends with people who do the same things as me. I want to be friends with people who read, people who go hiking, people who go snowboarding, people who go paddleboarding, fishing, outdoorsy things. Like, I want to be the best version of myself. I want to do affirmations. I want to write vision boards. I want to have slumber parties. I want to study astrology. I don't want to hang out with people who maybe bring down other people, you know? So, what challenged me this year. One of the main things that challenged me was I actually like not joined the roller derby girls because like I wanted to learn how to skate, and they saw my videos, they invited me to come skate with them, and they taught me how to skate, they taught me all the rules, everything, and then I found out maybe roller derby just isn't for me. And that's okay, you know, that's okay. Mainly it was because I saw how many people could like, you know, there's so many potentials to get hurt. You're on wheels and you're like fighting each other on wheels, you know? So I definitely did not want to break a leg before my wedding. So that was the main reason why like I didn't continue, other than it just not being for me, and that's okay. But that definitely challenged me because it challenged me to go to a new friend group. It challenged me to do something that I was bad at. Mind you, I barely know how to roller skate, let alone doing a sport involving roller skating. So along with all the things that I learned in 2025 is there's a lot of things that I'm not going to be bringing with me into the new year. One is that I'm done with the negative self-doubt. I always doubt myself, I always question myself, I always think that I'm not good enough, and I am so over that. I am so over that. I truly believe that that is one of the biggest reasons why 2025 didn't pan out how I thought it would, is purely because I didn't believe it could. Another thing that I'm not bringing with me anymore is jealousy. In my profession, it's kind of really hard not to view each other as competition. Like, yes, you're my coworker, yes, you're my peer, but also you kind of are my competition, you know? It just really hit me like, why? Like, there is enough clients to go around. There is enough work to go around. There is enough deals. There is enough money. There is enough abundance. There is enough love. There is enough for everyone. And I felt like at the beginning of 2025, I just really was filled with jealousy and like, I don't know. And it took a lot of self-work to be like, why do I feel this way? That could have been me. Yeah, it could have if I would have put in the work, if I would have done that. But either way, everyone is different. Everyone has different ways, different passions, different values, different way of connecting with people. So instead of rooting for them, and instead of a business supporting a business, is that I was full of hate and jealousy. There are a few things that I'm just releasing. I'm gonna be releasing negativity. Like, I don't need that in my life. No one needs that. So why am I allowing that in? Why am I allowing negativity to come in, and then I sit there and then I brew and stew on it? Like, nobody cares. Get at, you know, no, why do I care? Why do I care about negativity? I need to get that away from me. I'm releasing the need to be perfect. Sometimes I feel like I'm just so stuck with being perfect that I can't even be me. Like, I don't even know who me is if me isn't perfect. Growing up, I was always straight A. I was in every single club, every single thing that you could think of, I was doing it, and I was one of the best at it. So for me to come into adulthood where I'm not the best at everything, I'm going into a career where I'm not the smartest person in the room. So I felt like I was kind of overwhelmed with needing to be perfect. I had to be pretty. I had to be presentable. I had to be well-spoken. I had to be liked. I had to wear clothes that maybe other people would perceive more, you know? Like, I was so focused on just being perfect that I don't even think I was being me. So this brings us into what we're trying to bring into the new year. I'm trying to be me again. I miss who I was. I miss who I used to be. Like, there are so many things that I just stopped doing because I don't know. I don't know. And I truly believe it was like more outside influences rather than me just being like, I don't like this anymore. Like, for example, I play saxophone, I play cello. Have I picked up my saxophone at all this year? No. I picked it up once, I played it for like 5 minutes. I loved playing saxophone. I still love saxophone. And that's something that I'm going to be bringing into the new year, is I'm going to relearn how to play saxophone. because I only like went to college for it. I only got scholarships for playing the saxophone. Like, why did I quit? You know, that was like one of the main things in my life that like brought me joy. So why? I don't know. So that brings me to some questions for you. What's one thing that happened this year that changed everything for you? What am I ready to let go and leave behind in 2025? That was my in-depth 2025 review of how my year went, what I think could have changed, what I think would have went better, but more importantly, how it affected me. And I would love to hear how it has affected you guys.